Hi everyone, this is Sandy from Scissors in the City. This bonus project for our 2022 fall retreat is a holiday flip book. Okay, now we can start assembling and putting the final touches on our pages. So we're going to take our cover and place the wire piece back in so it's like so. And then as we finish each page we can put it on in the book. So let's start with page 1. Now to speed up the process, I have cut papers and foam dotted my embellishments. So we'll take our piece of paper that looks like this. It's got the red pattern on the back. And we're going to press this down and crease it real good there. And then we're going to adhere this top flap down. So on that first fold, we fold it and adhere it to itself. And it looks like that. And let's start on the inside. We take our paper, the green check, it's 4 by 2 3/4. 4 by 2 3/4. And you just cut these papers out of your leftover papers. We're going to adhere that. Now I do use my centering ruler. And with a centering ruler, in case you're not used to using one, there's a 0. It starts out 0 to 6 on one side, or one way, and then 0 to 6 the other way. So I'm going to put that in, or put that on my paper, and I'm going to center it so there's a 3 there and a 3 there. So now I know that that's my center of my paper. And then this will go 2 and 2, and I want to eyeball it. It's going to go about like so. So again, 3 and 3, and 2 and 2, and place that down. You will need your foam stickers. We do lots of foaming now. So we need this ivy that's on this paper with the hello, and I'm just going to put that on the corner. Then I have this is from the ephemera packet, and I'm going to adhere that just like so. So we need best. And that is from the one that we took our big piece off from the cover. And that is going to go, I put it just over the edge of that paper. And then when we close it up, we have a piece cut out of, I think it says Wishing Christmas, I don't remember, but it's our holly. And this is 5 by half. So it's a 1/2 inch by 5. And I will just adhere that. And 5. It's about a 1/2 inch from each sides. And I like that. tried to line it up with the pattern also. Then we need the Merriest. It's a foam sticker. That just goes on there, like so. And we need a green heart from the foam stickers. Just about like that. And then that page is done, both front and the inside. And we need to go to the back. Take your little acorns that you cut. This is a 1/2 inch again. By 6. So cut your acorns, which is the black check, 1/2 inch by 6. And then I'm going to adhere that about a 1/2 inch. Is this in the, there, is that better? Yeah. So that's about a 1/2 inch or so up from the bottom. Just line it up with your pattern so it's straight. Oh, you know what? My acorns are going upside down. So I'm going to take that off and make sure they go the right way. And then we need, I wonder if I can set this up here. Maybe that would work. Let's try that. So then we need our foam cardinal, and that's just going to get placed on there about like so, going just below the acorn paper. And then a wooden heart. That's over here. And that's on top of that. And this page is actually done, front and back. So I'm going to go ahead and slip that in the sleeve. And then I have my book, and it's going to go on the metal bracket. And I'll set that aside. Then we have our next page, and we will need Mary out of ephemera. And I went ahead and put some foam dimensionals on the back. These are the thin ones. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they're scrapbook adhesive thin dimensionals, or they're called foam squares. And they're not quite as thick, which is nice when you're sending cards or when you don't want it to get too thick. So we'll place that there. And then I need a heart from the foam stickers. And right about so. No right or wrong, just stick it on there. And on the back side of this, we need the foam sticker that says Dear Santa. And just put it on like that. And that is done. So I put that in the sleeve. And off camera, I'll go ahead and put it on the in the book. Then we need our red pattern paper, and it's got 2 score lines here. So we're going to fold down on the score lines. And you will need a quarter-inch hole punch. So what I'm going to do is take out another sleeve and lay it on there where the in the score area. Put it on there so that it's kind of centered, and then punch your holes. You can use a crocodile, you can use another kind of hole punch. It's just a quarter-inch hole punch. So now I've got my holes there, and I'm going to take my my 3x4 cards. If you go ahead and find them, we need 4 of them. If you want to choose a different pattern, you certainly can. But just cut the paper in half. And then we also need to cut this down to 3.5 inches so that you have a little bit of border all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and untie this so you can see what I did. So this is my top, then this one, and then I did that. And then you're not going to see this because that's going to be adhered to my paper. Like so. So I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this one. And stand that up in there. And there you have it like that. And you need your long piece of twine. And lay that on your paper. And go ahead and put adhesive on this back panel. Now this needs to be centered within this first score line and the edge. So I use my tool again. It's 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. I'm going to move it down here, but there's not much of the edge showing. And then this one will be like so. And then I tied this, and I wanted it to kind of cover up this button here, so I didn't go quite in the middle. You can still see the Merry Christmas. Trim my tails a little bit. So there's that one. Then on the back side, I needed Hello Jolly from the ephemera pack, a thin strip of this green pattern. It is a 1/4 inch, a generous 1/4 inch, because I put 1/4 inch tape on the back. and it is 6 1/4. So 6 1/4 by a generous 1/4 inch. And then this is 6 1/4 by 1 3/4. Oh, this is also a pocket. So again, like my pockets, I like to use score tape. And before I put it on my other piece, I'm going to add this just to the top edge. So make sure it's not on the place that you already have the score tape. And to speed things up, I went ahead and put score tape on this already. So again, it's going to go on the top edge, not on the adhesive side. It's hanging over just a smidge, so I will just trim it. And then take off your backing, and that's going to get placed right on the bottom edge. Like that. Then I need to find my small snowflake and my holly jolly. And holly jolly is going to go well, like so. And then just put your foam snowflake on top. And this page is ready to go into your book. Now we have a couple of tags. We'll come back and do that at the end. We want to do it at the end, that way you know you've got all the papers that you need to make your book. So next we need we have a small red pattern paper. It's 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. Again, 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. And then we have an ephemera piece. And before I adhere it, I'm going to go ahead and put my twine on it. So like we did some of the other twine, I'm going to staple it about in the middle there and tie your bow. And then if your ends are too long, trim them. And I have foam stickers on the back of that. And now, since I don't quite know where I want to place this, I'm going to lay this on there first. It's not stuck, it's just laid on. And then I put adhesive on this, and then I just kind of guess it. So about like so. Take off my backs. Put that on. Then, because this is not the paper that's there, we will go ahead and stick it in the sleeve. So it's going to go in like so. Then we need our trees. We need our moose from the ephemera and the Merry Christmas from ephemera. And then this tree is a foam sticker. So we'll start with our moose. He goes on near the bottom so it doesn't look like he's walking in the sky. And then we'll put the Merry Christmas on next. And use that. And then find your tree foam sticker. And that goes on like that. And that can go in your photo sleeve. So we've got the front and the back. And put it on your book. Then we'll need this paper, and we'll need to punch our holes in it again. So I'm going to take another photo sleeve, line it up so that it's pretty well centered. Oh. And then hole punch it. And we need your snowflake from the ephemera papers. And then I just put right on top of that. And then Peace on Earth is also an ephemera. Place that there. And then one more snowflake from the foam stickers. And just slide that under just a little bit. Like that. And on the back side, we have our tag. And this one, it's from the ephemera stickers, or ephemera pieces, sorry. And you need a twine, but this one I didn't tie a bow in it. I took a little piece of the twine because I like the way the bump looks on the front. You go in from the front. Fold it in half, go in from the front. And then pull your ends through. And that's also popped up. And about a ½ inch from the bottom. Then you have your Home for Christmas, which is also ephemera. And that I placed right about so. And just make sure your folds are good. And that can go in your book. we have our green paper, green checked. And we're going to find this foam sticker. And that's just going to go on like that. Then the back is not this paper, so we can go ahead and put that in the photo sleeve. And we need our ivy. Need the tag, that's from ephemera, with the Santa on it. We did the same thing as we did last time. Fold your twine in half. It's about, let's see how long this is. It's about a 3.5 inch, maybe 4 inch. This one's only 3.5 inch, but you could go 4 inches. Go through from the front. Put your ends through and pull it. This one I forgot to put dimensionals on it. And that goes there. Now we have a little red heart from the ephemera. And I just put that there. So it's in the back page or back side of the green check. Put that in and put it in your book. Next we have the newspaper print, and you need to cut a 1 inch by 4 inch piece of the ivy. And that gets placed about a 1/2 inch up from the, if I was smart, I would use my little grids on my thing here to help me line it up properly. Like so. And then 2 ephemera hearts. They're about the same size. There's a couple in there. Some are not the same size, but I chose 2 that are basically the same size. And they are centered right and left, and just like that. Because that's not what's on the back side, we'll go ahead and put that in the sleeve. And we need our cardinals. And this red pattern paper, it is 4.5 by 1/2. We need Peace and Joy from our foam stickers. Just center that on there. Just a little bit. And a green heart. And that can go on your sleeve. And put it in your book.